I'm Dr. George Cosmes at drcosmes.com, home of healthy aging and creator and developer of Life Without Diabetes program. Today I want to talk a little bit about emotions and how they play a huge role. And this could be a whole conference within itself. Now, if someone were to have told me a few years after graduating and beginning to practice that emotions play a role in someone's health, I would have dismissed that as being far to the right or not even accurate. But today, after 23 years of being in practice, it's more accurate than I've ever was led to believe. Now, with diabetics and people who are generally unhealthy, and I put diabetics, and there are a few exceptions with regard to type 1s, in the role of being unhealthy, even though their numbers are managed. And I discussed that in greater detail in another video message. But with regard to emotions, they play a huge role. And we do things in life, from what I understand, and what makes the most sense to me, is based on two major emotions, and that's love and fear. We do everything for love and fear, in my opinion, especially with regard to healthcare. A patient will come and see me for a severe chronic illness that they want to be better managed and possibly corrected through either a fear of love, of missing someone, or loving their life and don't want to lose what they have, or the fear of possibly dying or being dismembered, in that arena. So we have to really embrace that. So it's important that when we make choices, food choices, activity choices, we want to step back and say, why are we making these choices? Is it based out of love or fear? And we all do eat things based on emotions with regard to eating, but we really need to check ourselves. Now, I'm no different. I'm not perfect, but I make sure my home has the least amount of what I call health landmines. That means poor quality foods that have a high glycemic load as well as a high index. The reason is I have low discipline, so I try to surround myself with things that I don't have to really worry about. They're not within my arm's reach, so I don't make those choices. But it's another thing to realize that, if we have emotional issues, disagreements with loved ones, emotional issues with our work, and other things that don't translate into further punishing ourselves with known hazards, whether they're high caffeinated beverages on a consistent basis or high glycemic foods on a consistent basis. My work and my teachings, both to physicians and to the average person with health issues, isn't for you to be perfect. Perfection, as Einstein said, perfection is a virtue that we should strive for but will never achieve. So I don't expect you to be perfect, but we must be rational and reasonable with our choices consistently in order to expect and get great gains. And this is with business and in life, in relationships, and in health. My goal in my job throughout my work, both physical practice, my online programs of care, and my teaching to physicians and lay people around the world, is to make it simple and reasonable. So when you leave my teaching or you begin to apply this, you can say, no, this is easy, or this is consistently doable, my family can become involved, and that's the real key. I don't claim that this is the most accurate work or as far as, it's accurately specific 100%. It can't be, because that's not sustainable. So I hope this was helpful on emotions. Email me. I'd like to hear your thoughts and comments. I'm Dr. George Cosmes at drcosmes.com, home of healthy aging, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.